All right.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Small Couch Reviews. Although we haven't been on a couch in quite a while.
Been on a couch in a while.
We're gonna have to change that, man. We're gonna have to pull up in the Blurred Museum and record there.
Yeah.
We're in a car. That means we have a movie. But before we get to this review, do us a favor, please hit that like and subscribe button for us. Ding! Those 2 seconds it'll take you really help out this channel like way more than you can imagine. We appreciate you. Now let's talk about The Black Phone Part 2.
Yeah, it's another black phone.
The Black Phone
Yes.
Part 2.
Yes.
This is the sequel to 2021's The Black Phone.
2021.
Yeah, 21, 4 years ago, which was I think a bit of a surprise hit for me and Jovi until I discovered it was based on a short story from Joe Hill, who I also said in our review for that. It's a writer I love.
Okay.
That also was in like that year and a half or so of just excellent horror movies where we had The Black Phone, Scream 5, Barbarian,
Yes.
Bodies,
Yes.
Fresh, like just
Yes.
so many different horror movies.
And we also were in the theater at least 3 times a week.
Yeah, so needless to say, really like that. Now it's October, Halloween month, scary movie month.
We got the perfect time for this.
Perfect timing. We got The Black Phone Part 2. If you are now, just so you know, this movie does assume you have seen The Black Phone Part 1.
So unlike Tron, you need to watch the first film.
You should watch the first film, like to know just the characters, some of their abilities, their relationships with each other, and just like why they are the way they are. You really do need to watch the first film because they just talk about stuff that you're probably going to be lost in if you didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Now, just as a recap, in case it's been a while since you've seen it, The Black Phone 1, it starred Mason Thames as a kid named Finn.
Mm-hmm.
He was the latest victim of a serial killer named the Grabber, played by Ethan Hawke. Yep, the Grabber would literally, as his name implies, he would grab kids off the street, take them to his basement, slowly torture them before he killed them. Turns out that Finn has the ability, though, to talk to ghosts. Mm-hmm. And in this basement was a single black phone that was not connected to anything. Like it just wasn't connected, but he heard it ringing.
Yep.
And whenever it rang, he would talk to a different ghost who was, one of the previous victims. Mm-hmm. With their help, he was able to kill the Grabber and escape.
Yes.
That is just a high level review of what, or a high level recap of what happened. Now, in The Black Phone 2, we are, 3-4 years later?
Something like that.
Yeah, and Finn is clearly going through some PTSD.
Oh, yeah.
But the focus shifts to his sister, who in the first movie we learned does have a gift. She kind of has premonitions in her dreams, which, did play a part in the first one. But in this one, she starts dreaming about these children who died at this camp. And after further investigation, it turns out the Grabber is back. Just like in the first movie, there were ghosts that Finn could talk to. The Grabber has turned into a ghost and has decided to torture Finn by torturing the one he loves most, his sister.
Yep.
So that is what the movie, it takes off from there. With Finn and his sister Gwen having to now fight the ghost Grabber.
Which is an even scarier character.
Yeah, and we'll get to that in our suites. But let's talk about what we didn't like in this sub 2-hour movie. You go ahead, Jovi.
Hey guys, gals, everybody in between, I'm very critical. This one, my only sour was people were very willing to just help during this, not haunting. What would you?
I was about to say haunting, but I guess this poltergeist infestation.
That's what I was looking for. Yeah, like poltergeisty, haunting. Yeah, the characters in this film and in this...
Not everyone wanted to help, though.
Not everyone wanted to, but when they did, it was very much so like one simple conversation and they were like, okay, let's do this.
You're saying you wouldn't have...
hell no!
Like, if I saw a girl get, like, lifted by something I can't see...
thrown across a room,
and,
like, I get hit in the face and I have a cut on my face for the rest of the movie because I got hit in the face with a pan. Yeah, no.
Well, I mean, I guess what you're seeing, you're right.
So
you're
that's
right. Okay,
it, and that's I'm going so deep because that's all I have. But it just didn't feel that. It was weird. I didn't really like that part of the story because I would have liked a little pushback to really make it more of a reality. Give me your sour.
Okay. So I actually really liked this, so I don't have too many. Let me say let me tell you my sour, then what I think other people will have a sour with. Okay. My only sour, the ending was a little too, like the climax of the end. It was a little too convenient. Mm-hmm. I really liked it, but I just think that it was just like one of our characters we learn gets this ability to do something. And the second I saw it, I was like, oh, well, that's OP. You win.
Yeah.
So at the end, like they kind of use it, and I'm like, well, I mean, I saw this coming. There was no way, like, I don't want to say it didn't diminish the stakes in any way because you still felt the danger, but at the end of the day, you kind of felt like, well, you know that you're going to win because you have this thing.
Yeah, it did. Because I thought it was over once this character got that power.
Yeah.
Everything else after that didn't seem like it was necessary.
Well, yeah, but I mean, other people were still going to be in danger, I guess.
Right.
And then outside of that, I will say what I think a lot of people have a sour with that I don't think me and Jovi will. There are quite a few like dream sequences in this movie. Oh. And they're good. But at the beginning, this movie's more of a mystery than the first one. The first one, a kid is in a room and he's trying to escape. That's it. Mm-hmm. In this one, stuff is happening. You're not really understanding why our character Gwen is dreaming about these people, who these people are, and what they want. So she has to dream multiple times to get different perspectives and get different pieces of the puzzle. And I think that some people might get, I guess for lack of a better word, fed up with the dream sequences because I think there are like in between the first act and the second act, I think there are 4 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But I think people. You know what? I think here's the thing. I think people when they see her close her eyes, to be like, "Oh man, we're doing this again."
Yeah.
But when you're actually in the dream sequences, they are really good. Right. So
I'll expand on that.
That's
it. I do agree. I do agree with that. But I'll expand on why we like it and how they did it.
That's all I have. Let's get to the sweets.
I have an in-between.
Oh, what's your in-between?
This movie is like the first one, but very much so Hollywood sequel over the top.
Oh, yeah.
Not that it made it bad, but like I was going off of what you were saying. Like the first one is I mean, what is that movie? 5 different locations?
The first one?
Yeah.
Shoot, if that, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like 2 houses, the school, and I think,
and then outside and the fight in the beginning of the film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one's definitely bigger. You can tell it's more of a Hollywood production. Like, it's bigger in scope. There are a lot more pans on the stove. Is that a phrase? I don't think that's a phrase.
Hey, that's a good analogy. Yes, but you're not making a grilled cheese. You're making an Italian dinner with this.
Yeah, with this one.
It's not
necessarily bad, though.
That's why I said that's an in-between for me. It's just like, if you go into this expecting it to be this just low-budget thriller, it's not. It's not. It's a high-budget.
It's bigger.
Yeah. So, sweets.
Yeah, I got a lot of these. I'm going to let you go
first. The budget was shown. I'm going to start off with the dream sequences.
Yes. I'll let you say it.
You're watching a movie that is clearer than day. I mean, their skin looked amazing. And then when they go into the dream sequence, it goes back to that filmy, like grainy.
Yes, thank you for saying it.
And it's just like, you can tell what's reality and what's not. And I do agree that it may get annoying to some people, but it drove the story.
It was really good. Even when the title sequence of this movie, they used one of the the Universal, one of their 80s,
yes, like the
80s
intro.
Yeah.
Yep.
So like it looked like, you know how film has that tiny like layer of grain on top of it, which I love. That's what it looked like. Yeah. So when during the normal movie, it looks like, it's filmed like on an iPhone. It's digital, obviously. And then the dream sequences were all filmed, so it got a little grainy, and it just looked like a movie from the 70s or 80s.
It was perfect.
It was so well done. It was beautifully shot. I loved it so much. Yeah. And even in those dream sequences, like when the bit of gore that happened, it would take you back to like a movie like the first Halloween. Yeah. So...
Yeah.
I really like that artistic choice.
Talk about gore, man. It was tastefully done to that end sequence, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I think the movie was just done well. Like it's not so much cringe that we get with thrillers nowadays.
I agree.
It was just like, woo, that was bad, but I'm not over here kind of like sick because of what you're seeing.
I agree.
And then
that's another.
Then they went extreme in that the climax. But again, Hollywood budget.
Yeah,
they wanted
well,
to
even in the climax, the extreme, I don't think it was as bad as we've seen.
Oh no, you mean you have like blood splattering everywhere, and then I mean there's blood splatter.
Yeah,
it's cool blood splatter. It's like the techniques that were used in this film really showcase how to tell a story.
That's the other thing. The next hour I would say the. And sorry to cut you off. Sweet. Yeah. Sorry, not sour. Sweet. The next sweet I would have, the way the scare, kind of like I talked about in Weapons, the way the scares work or the thrills work.
Yeah.
This is the type of horror I like. Where it's not someone chasing you, and it's not, oh my gosh, this dude is coming, and it's not a bunch of blood. It's like the atmosphere is creepy. When Gwen is walking through the dream sequences, nothing's happening, but you're just like, there's something wrong here, and I don't like what's happening.
It feels like something's watching you while you're watching the film, and I don't know how they made that happen.
It's so good. And then the grabber, he does there. I don't know if there are. I think there's one jump scare, but it's not even like really that bad. And the grabber, he's in full sight of you the whole time, but he's still scary. That is good fear, bro.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. Where you don't think, he's hiding around the corner. What's gonna happen? No, like they will do a long shot, and then they will show him walk out slowly, maybe skate out, and then he'll do whatever pose he wants to do.
By far, my favorite part was the skate out. I was like, yo, how do you look terrified?
Well, we're skating.
Like Ethan Hawke, man.
That's my next sweet. I said it in the first movie. You have to really be like he's I honestly think like he's a cool dude. Like I thought this since Training Day.
Yeah.
But you have to be a certain type of actor to be able to know my face is not going to be shown this entire movie and I'm going to be cool with it. He's behind the mask.
Yeah.
So every type of emotion, he has to emote it. So you can tell
everything is just.
So when he's gleeful, you can tell it by the way he, throws his hands up and tilts his head. When he's angry, you can tell it by the way he's shaking his head. Like he's so good. Yeah. He's literally, he is probably the most seasoned actor in this movie, so it's not surprising. But he is the best actor in this movie, and you never see his face.
No, the cast is very small with this one. And I really enjoyed that. I think I would really please. Writers, that pair, write more films.
Yes. Oh, this is all we should have said. I don't know if we mentioned it. This is from the same people who brought us the first one. Oh, yeah, same people, and they did it again, man. And I mentioned Ethan Hawke, but Finn and Gwen, they were just as great as the first one. Gwen, especially. Yeah, I forgot she has a mouth on her.
She stood out, man.
Yeah, she is kind of the star of this movie.
The second movie is about his sister.
Yeah, more so than him.
If you really want to get, he's there as Finn's character as a supporting because. He has a huge part on why our, antagonist is where he is right now.
Yeah.
He kills him if you haven't watched the first one. And he's like, I'm going to destroy your life like you destroyed mine.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, you were a serial killer.
Yeah, right. But he's not thinking that. He's not thinking that. So Gwen was really good. Loved her. Yeah. I loved her interpreting her dreams. She's the one who kind of like Jovi mentioned. She rallies all the troops and is like, look, we have to stop this man. Finn is kind of like, he has this PTSD.
He really does.
He really just wants to go home and forget about him. He's like, yo, I hate you. Leave me alone. Even before, the ghost appears, he still sees visions of him and is like, I would scratch your face off if I could. Yeah. So Finn is definitely trying to just be he's only there because he wants to protect Gwen. But Gwen is like, no, this dude is a problem. He has to go. So I really liked her, her courage and, her conviction in this film. And her as a character. A lot of one other thing, This movie was kind of funny. I remember the first one being funny too.
Yeah.
When Quinn, whenever I keep calling her Quinn, but whenever Gwen like prays to Jesus in the first one, she does that here too, and it's still funny.
Yeah.
And when she gets mad at someone and just makes up a name for them, a very vulgar name, like I love it.
It was great. Like like I said, the writing stands out. And like just overall, like even Sam says it when we were watching. I don't even know if you realize. You say that's a great shot.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, and it's like something else. That's a great shot. Like very much so a cinematic. It's just feelings. You get feelings when you watch this. Even the short cry scenes, and you're just like, these people,
what they went through, and then what they're discovering. Yes, like we've
been doing this for too long. But Sam literally took the words out of my mouth, like straight up, and that shows these actors' chops. Yeah, like.
We were just looking it up, you know. I remember Mason Thames. He was just in How to Train a Dragon, which I liked. He was, you know, and then the actress who plays Gwen, she was in Megan. She's the girl in Megan, and I was like, oh wait, I recognize her. Which, you know, even though I liked both movies, I think she did a better. She didn't do a bad job. I think this is more her.
I think she has way more range in this film than she does in Megan. But
last thing I'm gonna say. The climax, I really dug it. Just like in the first one, when Finn finally, you know, when he gets all the ghost information, I'll say, and is able to take out the grabber. The climax in this scene, when Quinn gets her information, hey man, we had people in our theater clapping, and I was like, you know what? I really like this. I really liked it.
It was very Goosebumps-esque. Like 90s Goosebumps.
Oh, that's a good comparison.
Yeah, I think that's why it hit.
Yeah, man. So, needless to say, we like the movie. Cinematography, acting, and the narrative itself were great, and it's all less than 2 hours. So, yeah. What would you give this one?
Man, this is hard because it's like nothing wrong with this film for real. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4 because it wasn't like. Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to win awards for this.
I agree. It wasn't the most amazing thing. It had very few flaws. I would go ahead. I'd probably give it like a 4.5. Well, no, you know what? I'll give it a 4.25. I do think the first one I still liked better than this one, and I think that's a 4.5 film. This one I would say is a little bit worse than the first one, just a tiny bit. So 4.25. I would watch both of them again, and I think both of them would make a great double feature. So
you took the words out of my mouth. Like this would be a cool like night at home, 4 hours, knock out 2 great movies.
Yeah. So. After the recording, we realized there are 2 things we need to say.
Yeah.
First off, the practical effects.
Yes.
Excellent in this film.
Yes.
Top notch, so good.
So amazing. Actually.
Yes, y'all. Like Jovi was just literally like, oh my gosh, that scene when she was in a bed, it was like, crazy good. Right. But I wanted to catch Jovi. What did you just say?
I said, that's how you do a sequel. Like, spot on, no ifs, ands, or buts. And that's how you end a story.
I agree. The Black Phone 2. It is out now. Definitely go see it if you can. We appreciate you. Until next time, we out.
Deuces.